So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom torso ball joint for the SH Figuarts Justice League Batman by danscustomsca on Instagram. So let's get into it right away and take a closer look at how this ball joint actually should have been made by Tamashii Nations. Alright, so before we get into the measurements and the scale and everything, I just want to show you the difference between the two pegs. So the one on the left here, the gray one, is what actually comes on the figure from Tamashii Nations. As you can see, it is a lot smaller. It's almost half the size compared to the custom one on the right. And the custom one on the right is how they really should have made it, because Batman stands much better in scale now with the SH Figuarts Wonder Woman and just other SH Figuarts DC figures. He is a bit taller, and he fits in scale so much better having this peg right here. It just baffles me that they gave us such a small peg and made the figure so short. So now let's take a look at some measurements of what Batman's scale is with the Tamashii Nations peg. Then we'll take a look at what his scale is with the custom peg. Okay, so right now I have the original peg Tamashii Nations gave us with this Justice League Batman, and to the top of his head, he doesn't even stand 6 inches tall. He barely makes it to 6 inches tall, just to the very top of his bat ears. And that was the biggest issue people did have with this Justice League Batman. He was too short and didn't stand tall enough, which everybody was right. They did make the figure too short. Now let me put on the custom peg and show you the difference in scale. Then we'll take a look at some comparisons. Alright, so now I put in the custom ball peg on the torso, and as you can see, Batman is much taller. To the top of his head, he is over 6 inches. Then to the top of his bat ears, he's about 6 inches and a quarter of an inch tall, and he fits in scale so much better now with this custom ball peg. He fits in really well with the other SH Figuarts DC figures, and I'm going to show you the height comparisons next, and then following that, I'll show you how simple it is to swap out the ball pegs. And here is Batman now compared to the other SH Figuarts DC figures. So we do have the Justice League Wonder Woman, then we do have the Suicide Squad Deadshot, Joker, and Harley Quinn. And as you can see, he just fits in so much better now in scale with these other figures. Looks much more accurate compared to what Tamashii Nations originally gave us. And then here he is compared to some other DC figures. So we do have the SH Figuarts, the Dark Knight Batman, then we do have the Mafex Justice League Batman, Armored Batman, and then the Suicide Squad suit version, Joker. And he actually fits in really good scale now with the Mafex DC EU figures. But anyway, let's take a look at how simple it is to swap out these ball pegs. Alright, so this is how simple it is to swap out the ball pegs. Just pull Batman apart at the torso. And then you got to take that ball peg out, so get a pair of pliers or needle nose pliers. If you don't want to damage the ball joint, I would wrap some tissue or toilet paper around it and then put the pliers on it and then just pull that off like so. Very simple, as you can see there. And take the new peg. All you do is just pop that right in on your bugger. There we go, so that's on, and then just pop the rest of Batman back on his body. And then there you go, as simple as that. So very simple to swap out the ball peg there. But anyway, that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to get one of these ball pegs, you can hit up danscustomsca on Instagram and ask him if he still has some in stock. I'm pretty sure he does. It cost me $25. It is a little pricey, but I feel like it's definitely worth it, because now I appreciate and like this Batman figure so much more compared to having it with the original joint Tamashii Nations gave us. But that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. And here is Batman now compared to the other SH Figuarts Justice League figures. Oh, wait, what? And here is Batman now compared to the other SH Figuarts DC figures. So we do have the and here is Batman now compared to the Armored Batman and the suit version. Damn it!